solution is coming out. That'll be ready for pre-order sometime before Christmas. And chances are I will be speaking near you someplace next year, because I will be doing nonstop traveling and speaking, and I'd love to meet you, shake your hand, sign a book, get a photo. But the only way we can get that information to you is if you're following me at ericmetaxas.com would be the main place to get the newsletter. And again, the YouTube channel, it's just my name, Eric Metaxas Show. But again, the big news, which I wasn't able to say today, is that this show, which is our Salem show, which we've been doing for 10 years, this month we're going to be in reruns. So this is my last opportunity here in October of 2025 to talk to you directly and to tell you how to follow us, how to follow me. We've been planning a lot of stuff, and so I don't want you to miss it, and so again, if you haven't done it before, go to ericmetaxas.com. That's my website. Something will pop up when you go there, and it will tell you, put in your email. I want to say again, please ask your friends to do this, or if you have friends and relatives, if you have their emails, if they don't mind, put it in there, because it's the only direct way that we can reach out to you about what we are planning for the future. And again, next year, a lot of interesting stuff. I'll be doing stuff between now and the first of the year, but the real launch is going to be in the first of the year. Some of you know I've talked about doing a talk show. That's something that we've worked on, and we want to be able to share it with you. So this is dramatic news. I only found about the details of it yesterday, so I wish I had more time. And
Eric, I was hoping the announcement would be about Bigfoot, because that's how we started the show many years ago with Bigfoot Week. So
if you want to know about the Bigfoot stuff, and there's some real stuff, you got to follow me at ericmetaxas.com, get the newsletter, because we can't share Bigfoot stuff. The deep state doesn't want you to know about Bigfoot and the Nephilim. All right, we're out of time for this segment. So the big news is now you have to follow me at ericmetaxas.com, the newsletter, and
Is the conflict between Israel and the Palestinians the revival of an ancient out about your power, visit healvets.org. This PSA is sponsored by Help Heal Veterans.
Welcome back, folks. If you listened to me a couple moments ago, you know that today is the big news on this program. I hope we'll air this again throughout October, but the big news is that this show that I have been doing for 10 years on the Salem Radio Network is ending amicably, I'm happy to say. We love our friends at Salem. I got to tell you, I don't know if I have told the story recently, but my Salem show began because in 2012, my Bonhoeffer book came out in 2010. In 2012, I was a speaker at the National Prayer Breakfast. And right here on the Salem Radio Network, my friend Hugh Hewitt, he heard my speech at the National Prayer Breakfast, and it captivated him sufficiently that he played the whole speech on his Salem Radio show, which amazes me to say. And you can watch that speech. It is on my YouTube channel. It's my speech in 2012, February 2012, where President Obama was there. The whole cast of crazy communists was there on the dais with me, and but Hugh Hewitt played my speech to his audience on the Salem Radio Network in February 2012, and that led to the guru of programming at Salem. His name is Phil Boyce, and Phil is a friend and a legend and a brother. He thought, he hadn't heard of me before, but he thought, I think this guy, Eric in Texas, would be good on the radio, and we should explore that. And so it took a few years of exploring, because it's not like there's a national radio slot, but it's kind of funny. Phil tried me out on the radio in New York with Curtis Sliwa, who is running now for the mayoralty of New York. And Curtis is someone I love. Back then, I'd never met Curtis. I thought, holy cow, I get to do a radio program with Curtis Sliwa, because he would do this thing, Curtis and Kuby, so a very liberal leftist lawyer, and Curtis, of course, conservative. And so they had a show. And when Kuby went away, Phil Boyce thought, let's try out Eric with Curtis. And I'll never forget it. I think Curtis was looking at me like, why do I have to deal with this guy? Like this, pointy-headed, horn-rimmed glasses wearing Yale, Manhattanite, whatever, because Curtis is the opposite of that. Little Curtis did I know how much I loved him and enjoyed hanging out with him. But so we tried that out and whatever, and Phil Boyce tried me out in a couple of other venues. And then I think it was somebody who had a Salem show, their contract ended and they wanted to leave, and that's when Phil Boyce reached out to me, how would you like to have a show on the Salem Radio Network? And I thought, what? Really? Like, that's a big deal. I mean, I really had to think about it and pray about it, although actually I don't want to overstate that. I always said, people would say to me, Eric, why don't you try radio? Because you always want to do TV. Why don't you try radio? And I said, well, I never felt called particularly to radio. I felt called to TV. But if somebody were to offer me a national radio program, I think I would do it, because why wouldn't I? It would be a great opportunity. And that's what Phil Boyce did. He offered me the Salem radio slot across the country. So many of you have come to listen to me on this program over the last 10 years. It's hard to believe that it's 10 years. And right away, I knew that I wanted Chris Himes to produce the show. Chris has been my friend for a long time, and I knew that he's a genius, and so he's going to be working with me in the years ahead on this late night show that we've been talking about, which I believe we're launching in January. But it is so interesting. So Chris has been with us all this time. Many of you know Alvin has been with us over the years, another dear friend. And then, of course, with me right now is my friend Keith Junta, whom I've known longer than anybody, Keith. We've known each other since the summer of 1990.
I might even say 89, but you're normally right.
No. I know. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember distinctly. It was the summer of 1990. I was about to go